Tonight, a political earthquake is rumbling across America. We've got 6 states holding primaries, but one battle in particular is exploding. Donald Trump is going head-to-head with a sitting Republican congressman. Who will win this brutal war of endorsements and ideology? Before we dive into the explosive details, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. 6 states are casting ballots today: Alabama, Georgia, Idaho, Kentucky, Oregon, and Pennsylvania. These aren't just any primaries, they are the final auditions for the November midterms, where Republicans are fighting to hold on to their razor-thin majorities in both the House and the Senate. But today, the focus is squarely on who commands the loyalty of the Republican base. And for Donald Trump, that means drawing battle lines in places he might have expected to have allies. We've seen him purge state senators in Indiana, and just days ago, he helped oust Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, the very senator who voted to convict him in his second impeachment trial. Now, Trump has a new, high-profile target, Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky. Massie, a libertarian-minded lawmaker who has represented Kentucky's 4th congressional district for 14 years, has consistently been one of Trump's most vocal critics within the GOP. He's taken aim at Trump on foreign policy, particularly regarding the Iran war and unconditional military aid to Israel. And in a move that deeply unsettled many in the establishment, Massie was instrumental in pushing for the release of government files related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Trump has unleashed a barrage of social media attacks against Massie in the closing days of the campaign, even backing a challenger, Kentucky farmer and former Navy SEAL Ed Gallrein. Trump has called Gallrein a great guy and a great patriot. And in a move that amplified the intensity, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth joined Gallrein on the campaign trail just yesterday, signaling the White House's all in bet against Massie. Trump himself posted a video on Truth Social, hoping Kentucky voters would put Massie out of business, boldly stating, "We're in a fight against the worst congressman in the history of our country." But Massie isn't backing down. In a Fox News interview on the eve of the primary, he suggested Trump's involvement might be a strategic misstep, saying, "It shows he's losing sleep, his reputation is on the line. He really shouldn't have got involved in this race." This contest has already become the most expensive House primary in history, with over $32 million spent on advertising, much of it funded by Trump allies and pro-Israel groups. Massie defended his stance on foreign aid, reiterating his America First commitment: "I've got nothing against Israel. I just have never voted for foreign aid. When I said America First, I meant it. I don't vote for foreign aid to Egypt, to Syria, to Ukraine. I've got a flawless record on this, and I'm not going to ruin it by sending foreign aid to one country." He sees the race as a national referendum on his effectiveness, pointing to his work on the Epstein files and Farm Bill legislation. Meanwhile, Gallrein's campaign paints Massie as being against President Trump and the agenda that has been put forward by the Republican Party. The winner of this race will be heavily favored in the general election in a district that Trump carried by a massive 36 points in 2024. This primary is far more than just a local race, it's a national proxy war for the soul of the Republican Party. But the stakes are even higher elsewhere. In Kentucky, Trump's endorsement is also on the line in the Republican Senate primary, where candidates are vying to replace the retiring Mitch McConnell. Among the key contenders are Representative Andy Barr, who is Trump's backing, and former State Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Then there's Georgia, where Trump's influence will be tested in the GOP gubernatorial primary. The president is supporting Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, looking to succeed the popular, term-limited Governor Brian Kemp. Jones faces a strong challenge from healthcare executive Rick Jackson, who has self-funded his campaign to the tune of over $10 million. In Alabama, Senator Tommy Tuberville, a staunch Trump ally, is also seeing his support bolstered as Republicans battle for the gubernatorial nomination to succeed Governor Kay Ivey. And we can't forget the Senate races, where Trump's endorsement remains a potent, though not always decisive, factor. This day of primaries is a critical barometer for the upcoming midterms. It's a test of Donald Trump's continued dominance over the Republican Party, a measure of how much sway his endorsements hold, and a glimpse into the ideological battles that will define the political landscape for years to come. The question is no longer just who will win in November, but who gets to define what it means to be a Republican in America. So what do you think about this fierce showdown between Trump and Massie? Is this a necessary purge of dissent, or a dangerous overreach of presidential power? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The midterms are heating up, and today, the first sparks are flying. We'll be here to break it all down. Stay tuned.